Greetings, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Russ, I'm coming back to you. Russ, I'm coming back to you. All right, that is the song that came up for you guys. Again, this is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, these aspects in Vedic sidereal or Western, whatever you use. I personally use Vedic sidereal. Russ, I'm coming back to you. All right, I wrote down some of the lyrics because even though that is the chorus, the verses, okay, so he says, I thought I left you in Atlanta. I didn't even write all the lyrics down. Okay, he said something like, I thought I left you in Atlanta. I thought I'd never see you. Busy. I thought without me you would go down. I thought you would never. So there's like a whole thing, Gemini, where, again, remember, energy is fluid. It's either you or the other person, but someone is thinking, I'm coming back to you. It's like someone that you had a chance with in the past, but you chose someone else, and now you've been with that other person, and you're wondering what if you chose the other person. Or again, Gemini, it's vice versa. It's the other way around. So someone is wondering about you. They're coming back to you. Or you are thinking this about someone else, and you want to come back to someone else. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Oh yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. That is third party, if I do say so myself. So Gemini, you had a choice between two people probably about a year ago or so, and now you're wondering what if you chose something else. Page of Pentacles in reverse is your energy, Gemini. Investing in something that you wished you didn't invest in, you wished you would have invested elsewhere, because the Ten of Wands is crossing you. You're realizing how much chaos, unnecessary chaos, your current situation is bringing into your life. You're realizing what your choice, Ten of Wands here, this is like there's a lot of burdens here. Clearly you're not as compatible with someone as you thought you were. Because with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ten of Wands crossing you, you went after something thinking that it was going to be innocent, great, and fun, like the Page. Thought it was going to be quite the wonderful journey. With the Page of Pentacles is the page who becomes a knight and who becomes a king or a queen. So it is energy that actually manifests further. But with it in reverse, you're realizing here that something is not going further. Now I do have to say, this is yellow, the card is yellow, so this is the solar plexus, that is our sex center, our power, our ability to create. And so you're realizing here that your ability to create with this person is not as abundant, does not feel as magical as you originally thought that it would. And maybe the sex has gone dry, or the sex is boring, it's not what it used to be. Ten of Wands. It's just a burden now, and you feel burdened by this relationship. Subconsciously, we have the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse is someone that is pretty manipulative. However, the Magician card is also, I think, of Gemini, Aries, or Scorpio with this card. So subconsciously, you could be thinking about a Aries, Gemini, or Scorpio. Again, this could be because you saw the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm definitely talking to a Gemini who had multiple options. You picked one, then later after picking that one, you're like, what if I picked the other one? And Ten of Swords. You guys, with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords here, this relationship is a done dog. I gotta say it like that. It's a done dog. If you are still in a relationship and you are trying to fight to make it work, Gemini, God bless you. I just have to say, because Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, you guys have been through the ringer. You guys have put each other through the ringer. You guys have been through it. Swords, you've said catty things. Someone's probably cheated here because the Ten of Wands. There's passionate encounters here. It's a bunch of bullshit is what it is. And a healthy relationship does not need that shit. Okay, in the past, we have the Hierophant. So again, you originally scouted this relationship, Gemini, because Page of Pentacles, you saw that it might actually have the probability to become a higher commitment. You saw that. This also could just be someone who was a Taurus, or who is a Taurus, or who has Taurus placements in the past. But I'm really seeing in the past, you put an offer to the person that you're currently with, that you're thinking about leaving, or maybe you recently are in a breakup. And your future energy, Gemini, you are moving towards a King of Cups. So you could be moving towards a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Pisces reading was really powerful. I recommend that anyone reads it. I recommend that anyone watches it. There's just a lot of wonderful information that came through in that reading, Gemini. So Gemini, with that King of Cups energy as your future energy, you are also stepping up emotionally here. Remember, your energy started out as a page, and it's moving towards kingship. And again, the page, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune is generally a big gift, the wheel turning in your favor, things really working out for you, a blessing, something like that. In reverse, it's saying that something that you really thought was going to be a blessing, something that you thought was coming your way, something that you thought was going to go down is not going down quite like you thought it was. It's not quite the blessing or what you would have hoped it to be. And so that card is in reverse. It is cloudy here also. We see all the clouds. So in reverse with all the clouds, it's like you feel like the truth of a situation was clouded from you, or you felt like maybe, I don't know how to put it. Like, it's kind of like a mask, but not. It's like there just wasn't as much transparency as you had originally hoped. Because with that page, I mean, this is yellow, it's clear, it's like, yes, like there's going to be sex, there's going to be passion, there's going to be creativity, we're going to work together, it's going to be all good things. But this bitch is in reverse. And she's supported, or he's supported, by the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, which is clearly saying you are sick and tired of the bullshit that you're experiencing with this person, with the situation. The situation, again, is a dead dog. Gotta say it, I see it. Again, the Magician in reverse subconsciously is kind of that manipulative, sneaky energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. It came out sideways, so I can't take it up or down. This is your environment. So Gemini, you're dealing with someone who is at a stalemate with you. They keep thinking, maybe I should reach out to the Gemini. And then they're like, but maybe I should wait for the Gemini to reach out to me. So this person, and look, they also have clouds, but their clouds have movement. Their clouds are not fluffy and stand still. There's wind here, change in the wind, a change in the wind. That's maybe what I'll call this. Okay, so we have the Empress in reverse is the hopes, dreams, and fears. So some of you guys could have had a pregnancy scare, and that made you realize, would I actually, Hierophant, want to marry this person? Would I really want to put a ring on it? Or maybe the pregnancy scare, Ten of Wands, with the Empress in reverse, was a big part of the burden, and it was something that you guys fought a lot about here. I hate talking about things like that sometimes, but like when it comes up just really clearly, I just have to speak on it because it's just the case for someone. So for someone here, there was a pregnancy scare or the Empress in reverse. There actually was, and there was a termination of sorts or a loss of child of sorts. And with that, it made you realize something, and you're realizing just how burdensome this relationship was, because at the age you are, at the maturity level you are, like, you should be okay with having that come into your life, but for some reason you feel like this person is not the right fit for you. It's not the right person. It's not someone that you actually do want to have a family and have children with. Now, Gemini, this also could be with the Empress in reverse and hopes, dreams, and fears. This could be the person. The Empress is usually seen as a mistress. So when you have the Three of Cups show up in reverse in a reading with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant as the past position, and then the Empress in reverse here, this is the mistress. So in hopes, dreams, and fears, Gemini, you could be dreaming about the mistress, you could be dreaming about the other person, you could be thinking about, what if I reached out to the other person that I turned down however long ago? Like, you're thinking about that. Now we have Five of Swords as the outcome. So Five of Swords is arrogance, stubbornness, ego, pride, speaking hastily, very hastily. He has a lot of pride there. Green is envy in this case. So there is some sort of, we see the people walking away from him, but he's like smirking. I'm gonna get some clarifiers on that card. We have the Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse. So someone with the Five of Swords is hiding information. They're talking to other people with the Empress and the Three of Cups, and they're not disclosing that they're talking to other people. We see the dogs are howling at the moon here, but there's also, okay, so there's a crab here. So, but also at first it looks kind of like a scorpion. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer. Again, in your future energy, we have that King of Cups upright. So you could be wanting to move towards a Scorpio or a Cancer. Gemini, this is a kind of sticky reading. I'm going to get some clarification with a different deck on the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Not the Wheel of Fortune reverse. I'm going to get it on the Magician in reverse. All right, Ten of Swords again. So Ten of Swords came out twice. So Magician in reverse with the Ten of Swords twice, with the Nine of Swords. So this is definitely a situation that you are being mentally tormented by. With the Magician there, with the 9 and the 10 of Swords, it's coming to completion here. With the 9 and 10, that is full completion of a cycle. There's a lot of fog in these pictures. There's a lot of dark energy. Gemini, you are in a situation where you do not have, the people around you do not have your best interest at hand. They have their own, it's like they don't care about you, they care about what you provide for them. They care about what you give to them or what they get from you. There's a situation here that is not, I mean, this whole situation is just not for your highest self. It's just not. I just have to say, out of all the readings I've done, this is like some stuck-ass energy. I will say that. Gemini, there is some shit going down in your world there. Let's get some oracle cards and see how we can turn this around, Gemini. Mental repetition. Mental repetition. You guys, I never read from the book, but mental repetition, I feel like I have to read this one from the book. Okay, so we have 28. Mental repetition. Mental repetition can improve your attitude and help you feel your best. This card suggests you are holding on to a limiting belief. It is time to embrace a healthier philosophy about your life, holding yourself to impossibly high expectations, Gemini, fearing failure, and asserting an inability to control your emotions are all examples of limiting beliefs. You may have latched onto some unhealthy beliefs or thought patterns. Just like physical fitness training, mental healing takes repetition and takes practice. By repeating positive and uplifting thoughts, you can shift away from limiting and unhealthy beliefs. As you further your mental well-being, you will become more focused, Gemini. You will also develop coping mechanisms for any occurrence or stress. Mother Nature has tree branches covered in Spanish moss, and cobwebs grow from her head. Spanish moss is the protection. Cobwebs are the issues in your life. Okay, I just threw the cards that way, but you guys saw the Nine of Swords. There's like cobwebby things. There are cobwebs in the cards. It's just what I'm saying. You can rewind and go back and see. It's just like kind of cobwebby. Mother Nature looks out over a somewhat barren landscape, yet this does not need to be... You may feel like it is pointless... Wait a minute. Cobwebs indicate issues in your life that you feel are overwhelming. You may feel like it's pointless to try and deal with these issues. Mother Nature looks out over a somewhat barren landscape, yet this does not need to be the situation. This is an ideal time to create a shift. It is time to clear out the cobwebs. Gemini, compose a powerful statement that you can repeat whenever necessary. So making affirmations, write them on your mirror, write them on your phone alarms in the morning. Like all of my alarms in the morning are affirmations that I change every day, and I have them go off throughout the day as well so that I repeat affirmations throughout the day. So I constantly have reminders on my phone of what a badass bitch that I am, because it helps me. Because sometimes those alarms will go off, you guys, when I'm like in a complete crying fit and sobbing about something, and when I'm stuck in some sort of whatever, and then all of a sudden my phone alarm will go off and it will just like blink some like badass thing at me, and I just have to like smile a little bit or giggle a little bit, and those things really make a difference, Gemini. Make sure your affirmations are easy for you to remember. If you are working on eating better, you might choose a phrase like, I feel great when I eat healthy foods. Create a phrase that will best help you replace an outdated belief with something life-changing and positive. This is a perfect time for you to do so. Now, with that mental repetition, I also was just kind of getting here with this Wheel of Fortune card and the mental repetition. You keep going round and round with something, but this is the last time that you're going to go round and round and round with the cycle. For instance, you keep dating people that you have the same outcome with. You keep dating people that you keep doing the same thing. You keep fucking up, or they keep fucking up in the same way. You keep saying in your next relationship, this is the last time I'm going to cheat on someone. And then in your next relationship, you went and fucked up and you cheated on them. And I am talking to 3 Geminis that I know for a fucking fact. that have cheated on their partner that they're still with, and their partner knows, and they're trying to work through it, but that shit ain't gonna work out. It's not gonna work out, because when you really care about the person, you wouldn't fucking cheat on them in the first place, Gemini. When it's real, genuine, authentic fucking love, you will not cheat on them in the first place. And the only way that you're ever gonna learn that you cannot cheat on someone is because that person will never take you back again, and you have to go and treat the next person better. That is how you respect the previous person, is by treating the next person better and showing that you did grow up and that you do really love the past person, because you want them to have love with someone who won't cheat on them. But it's okay, because I know a lot of you guys, as a wedding photographer for 13, 14 years, will go ahead and get married anyway, and then divorce a couple years later because you're too stubborn, 5 of Swords, to admit that it just wasn't a fucking fit in the first place. I'm probably going to get some dislikes on this video, and that's okay, because there's a Gemini that needs to be called out. Because you're not happy, and I want you to be happy. Like, I want you to be happy, and I want all the people that you're involved with, that 3 of Cups in reverse, I want all of those motherfuckers to be happy. And none of you guys are happy in this situation, so you all need a new life, new relationships, new connections. Okay, Gemini, that was rough. Let me get one more oracle for you. Look beyond, Gemini. Your goal is within your reach. You have been looking ahead to this goal for some time. You've been working towards it, focusing your energy, your time, and your intention on it. It is at hand, and yet somewhat seems elusive to you at the same time. In fact, your dream may even appear to be slipping away from you at times. Wisdom is asking that you deepen your trust at this time. Trust in knowing that you have done all that needs to be done to achieve this goal. The seeds were sown, watered, and tended well. Fruition and harvest are at hand. Now is the time for you to look beyond this goal to the next one in line, the one that has been taking shape in your mind. As you begin to envision and focus on your goal on the horizon, the immediate goal will easily slide into completion. So again, this says completions first of all, but secondly, Gemini, you guys would really benefit from alone time, away from your partner, away from people, just completely by yourself, be in your own energy. And a lot of you Geminis would also really benefit from doing vision boards. So make a vision board, play some music, get some magazines, and manifest that shit into reality. All right, Gemini, I love you guys. I will see you next week for your reading.